Devuan with XFCE, the default of Devuan, with Suna, with the Devuan icons, the Devuan blue title bar, the Devuan background wallpaper. I like this, and here with the icon as well. But this is the final result configured by myself. Here it's in German in this case, just to show you how it can look. About XFCE, Devuan 6 Excalibur, X11 with XFCE. Let's open a terminal. Fast fetch looks also amazing on Devuan. This is my personal system overview. You can find this in my Devuan deep dive installation, 3 hours, where I detailed show how to create this system overview. Also this one is nice with Figlet as program here. So just to show you the normal Devuan XFCE, and now let's install it. This is the Devuan installer. We use the normal install. Expert is also available, but it is a normal terminal installation. They don't come with a graphical installer like Debian, but this is fine because this is like Debian in the old days. I like this. We go with English. In my case, for the location we choose Germany, then US and US keyboard. So if you are interested in a detailed explanation, look for my Devuan deep dive install video. In the other videos I try to go faster through the installation. The host name here, domain name optional, root password, skip this and leave it empty to get the sudo for the user configured. Then a password for the user. On a real machine you type a secure password, I would say. So partitioning I also did in the deep dive installation, manual LVM installation. Here I go with guided entire disk with LVM. LVM is amazing. You can resize partitions afterwards easily. So we stick with one partition, the easy layout. It's also possible to do this, for example, but we do it in this case simple. Whole disk, only 12 GB. And now write to disk. We have the root partition and the swap partition in this case. And I think also a separate boot partition should be there, but we will see. So installing the base system. This is going fast normally. You know what? I open Firefox Linux. Just by the way, Devuan, the web page of Devuan, just to show. Need some time. Here you can go to the downloads and you have an overview of the ISOs. There's also a desktop live ISO available. Then the net installer image, which is in a CD size, and then server, and then you have the normal desktop install, which is a DVD size ISO, and a minimal live ISO is also there, just with terminal, I think so, and then also netboot and so on. You choose a mirror for your country and your region, which is the best, and then just search for the ISO. I try to go here in this case, and then we see Devuan Excalibur. Freya is the newest one, the development branch, the next upcoming stable, and Excalibur is the current stable. We have the desktop live installer ISO minimal live. Minimal live is this. Installer ISO is the normal installer. The desktop ISO is this what I use, because you have all packages on the DVD, and it's faster to install. Net install will always download from the internet, and the DVD will also update needed packages. So this is this, and then you have the desktop live as well, live desktop, just to test out things. You know what? I don't know why I don't have it here. Let's download wget. What was this? Let's copy in, and I download the ISO, by the way. Now the base installation is on the next point. Scanning the media. Here you see this is the desktop DVD. Scan extra installation media, no. Use the network mirror. I go to yes, because then we have also the correct sources list mirror inserted. And then in my case I stay with Germany, and then this one. There is a deb.devuan.org mirror, the same like in Debian, deb.debian.org mirror, which is choosing, depending on your region and country, the fastest mirror. This is the best way to go. Only if you want to set manually a specific mirror, you can do it. So select and install software. So that's interesting. Okay, we have the wget process here. I cancel this in this moment to get the installation faster. Now you see that's working. By the way, if you use wget with the -c option, the great about this is you can cancel the download, and when you start the download again, it's already restarting at the point it was cancelled, so you don't start at 0 again. This is amazing about the wget -c option. So this is the way like I download my ISOs. Popularity contest, no. So this is the default Devuan desktop environment and XFCE per default, and we stick with this. We don't change this. You can choose also a SSH server, and then here's the console productivity. This is specific in Devuan, and they packed in there many console terminal tools, also some games, but many tools for the terminal. I don't need all of them. I tried this once, and you can try it by yourself. Maybe you discover some interesting stuff you don't know. I know most of the terminal stuff what's available, so I don't do it in this case. Just to mention, And I like this, that they inserted this console tools in Devuan, which is not the case in Debian. So for discovering stuff, it's really nice done. So installing software is working well, but we have some time, so let's go back here. Successfully downloaded. Now I have also the live DVD, and then I want to go to devuan.org again, just showing you. This is the devuan.org page. Devuan is a fork of Debian without systemd. You get here more information about it, and it's about Init Freedom, and you can go onto Init Freedom page. Here's some information. Devuan comes per default with SysVinit. You will see it later. We can choose a init system, and openrc and runit are also available in Devuan, and the other ones are just listed here. And they list here also some other distributions. Antix, Artix is Arch-based, Antix is Debian-based for small older hardware. Then Devuan, Gentoo, GUIX, Hyperbola, Knoppix, MX Linux was coming with SysVinit most of the years, but in the last year, 2025, they switched to systemd per default. But you find also a community ISO at the download on MX Linux webpage with SysVinit. When you go to the list of the mirrors, you find the specific SysVinit image. So Overrun, Parabola, PC Linux OS. Slackware is also interesting. I also tried Slackware in the last months, and I will do some videos about this in the future. I like this really, but it's a bit harder. You must really know what you do. And Void Linux may be interesting for some newer stuff with runit. So just show you, they list here some distributions with Init Freedom, and then you get more information about Excalibur and so on. ISO mirrors. Then interesting is they have some information about the installation and at the apt sources list as well, where you can find information when you are stuck in a situation where you need some information to fix something or so, or configure for your needs. And here on packages you have detailed information for the correct mirror lines in the sources list, and so you just can look here and copy it or defer is everything right configured in your system. So also there is a package repository. Here is the possibility to search packages. Here you can type in XFCE, for example, and then XFCE4, and now you see XFCE4 with the version number, and you can type in any program to search is this program available, just to show you. So the installation is running already in the background and needs some time. We just installed the whole desktop with all the programs, LibreOffice and so on, and so installation steps. Here's installation steps with screenshots. Yeah, here you have the installer. They go through the steps here. This is nice. so you can look on the page very detailed how the installer is working. So, and this is where we are in the moment, and then here you see a preview of choosing the system, the init system, and we will go with sys4init as well. So it's running, and installation images. Yes. Release notes. Release information. Here you see the overview of the Debian release on the right side, and on the left side the Devuan release, similar. And Devuan comes out a few months later than Debian, in this case in November, and Trixie was, I think, in August released. So Devuan put in some work, a few months more before the release, and then it's already there. Here you see in development, Freya is the testing state, and in Debian it's Forky in the testing development branch, and the most newest unstable branch is Sit in Debian, and in Devuan it's been named Ceres. Yes, so here we are. Now we can choose the init system, and we just go with sys4init. Sys4init was the init system on Debian for most of the years. I use Debian now 21 years, and I know the good old times, but I was not that deep in the system in the beginning. So the real differences I noticed a bit later between sys4init and systemd. Please choose to reboot. So we can reboot now. So in the last years I go deep and deeper into the depths of Debian and Devuan now also, and in the last weeks I go deeper with Devuan. I did the first install of Devuan in the last year, I think, and in the last weeks I like Devuan more and more. At first I like for the blue theming, the blue wallpaper, and so I like this very much. So this is a slim Loginmanager, and I like also that they created a specific slim background with Devuan, and it's looking well. So with F1 you can choose a session. If you have installed other window managers as well, you just can switch between them with F1. In this case, only XFCE session is installed. So type in the user. Slim is really a small login manager, and I love this. It's really great. In Debian, they maintain it not very well. There is not the current Debian wallpaper available for Slim. You have to put it by yourself. So this is the first boot. You see the resolution is not the right one. Display. Let's change the resolution first. And then let's do this. Close, and now we go full screen. And here we see also directly Suna file manager. And this is the specific Devuan theming. The blue title bar and the icons are Devuan specific, and this is, I like this very well. This is my favorite. And now we see here also in the top bar the Devuan icon is there. I was not sure that they put it in there. Let's look for the programs. This is the whole desktop installed. So we have the application finder, bulk rename for file renaming in Suna, clipboard manager, mousepad is the small editor. This is fine. A notes application, this one. And then screenshot application. Task manager is the XFCE task manager. And then we have Suna file manager was this file manager. And then Xarchiver for archiving files, and XFburn, and no burner is found, but this is XFburn, a small burning application. In graphics we have LibreOffice Draw. Ristretto image viewer is the image viewer for XFCE. This one is nice. And Xane for scanning documents. Then is Firefox. Let's start Firefox. You see now the task manager. And then let's put in devuan.org, bookmark it, most important first step. And now multimedia xfalso, I don't know, for i3 tagging also, mp3 files, parole, media player, quote libit as music player from a library, I think. Volume control. Okay, I have no volume in use in the moment, I think. I start the virtual machine without and again XFburn. In Office we have Atrial. Atrial is the PDF viewer from the Mate project, I think so. Dictionary, and then we have the LibreOffice suite. And now when I open this here and I look on it, you know, I like this style with the dark blue and I like this. I'm totally fine with this. So on the system we have print settings to add a printer, sensor viewer for CPUs and other sensors maybe. Synaptic package manager, we look at this later. Task manager is what we have. Suna file manager is also, and then we have XF terminal and Xterm. This is Xterm, and this is XFCE terminal. So XFCE terminal, we can color appearance, we can transparent background, we can hide the menu bar, and we can resize here the size a bit. Okay, and then we have a bigger terminal. So let's look at Synaptic now. Put in the password, and yes, now this is Synaptic Package Manager. I really like Devuan. I don't know, I like the theming, I like this. It's the old style Debian, like I used it most of the time. It's amazing. So you can here go for not installed packages, installed packages, manual installed package, and when you go on status first, here you have the sections as well. For example, you can go on games and then just Ctrl-A to mark all, and then do package, remove all packages or so. There are also key bindings here in Synaptic. So right click, you get properties about a package. You can also look for a screenshot of a package, but most of the time I look for status, or you can sort about the origin as well. For example here. But so custom filters, search results, architecture. Just to show you, I go with this most of the time. You have the about, preferences. You can look for yourself. Here's interesting. Delete the cached package files. Is for me always important to have a clean system. So, and then you have the repositories, and here we have the repository overview, and here you can add something for external programs like librewolf or other programs, and then you can expand your installed programs. I think extrepo, if you want to get more programs, extrepo might be a good help for you. Properties. Description, you can easily add external repositories to Debian and Devuan. So I mark for installation and now apply. So I like this theming. So now minimize Synaptic or close Synaptic. Let's open a terminal. Sudo -i login as root, and then ext repo search librewolf. For example, you search for librewolf, and then you get the information, and then I don't know exactly, is at the undefined --help. Here you see update, disable, enable. Okay, so you use extrepo enable librewolf, and now we have a librewolf repository added. I think so. Let's cut out apt sources list, and we see nothing. .d, and now you see here sources list, and under sources list directory we have the extrepo librewolf sources now. And now you see architectures, components, types, librewolf, and here's a URL, and here's the GPG key. So now we should update, and now we see he is searching on librewolf as well. And now we can apt install librewolf. So, and now we should have, here is it, librewolf. Can we just move with the mouse here? No, this was wrong. Let's try again. Create launcher. So, and now we can easily move the launcher, for example. And now we have a launcher here for librewolf. Here it is. This is librewolf. The private, more private browser based on Firefox. It comes per default with DuckDuckGo. And here is the web page. You can get information about librewolf here. So it's without Google. You have per default some extensions in here. The uBlock origin, and so it's a good browser. Check this out. So per default, Firefox is installed. I showed this, and now back to xrepo. You can use xrepo search and then pipe it into word count -l. We see 4,779 lines, and now we can pipe it into less, for example, and then you can easily get an information about all available packages here in X repositories. There's also the Trinity desktop, and let's do a grab a line beginning found, and then cut dash delimiter, and then dash field 2. And then I put into column, and now we have an easy overview over all available packages with external repo. You can install Spotify, Kubernetes, TeamViewer, Tor project, MariaDB, Surface Linux, Brave Beta browser, should it be? Edge browser maybe, Jellyfin, X2Go, Wire Desktop is maybe interesting, Nginx, Davcot is email program, I think, and then Raspberry Pi. Maybe this is a Raspberry Pi desktop with LXDE specific, and Xlibre is X11 fork. Brave release is the Brave browser, I think so. Jitsi stable is interesting for chatting and video calls also, I think. And Opera stable is the Opera browser. Element.io is this chat program, I think, but more safer, and also with group chats and so. Trinity Desktop, then the only Office program, Proton VPN, Windsurf, also something with VPN, I think, and then Docker CE, Debian official. So then VirtualBox is here, MySQL, OpenVPN, librewolf, and then Matrix, the Brave Nightly, the Brave browser, the nightly thing, then Firefox PWA, I don't know, Slack is here, Arduino, Trinity Desktop Testing, Zotero. Zotero might be some wiki or Notion app, Mozilla, Deb multimedia backports, and then Debian backports. This is nice. So you can easily add the Debian backports as well with this one. So Google Chrome is here, Google Cloud, and that's it. And if you want to, I also can put in the sort command, and then we get a sorted list. Now the list is sorted alphabetical. AnyDesk is here also, so this is interesting. So you see here Brave Beta, Brave Nightly, so Proxmox. Okay, I would say extrepo, enable Debian, let's enable Debian backports. So no error output, so it should be successful. Then Brave stable, there is no auto-completion in this moment. Brave release is this. Brave release enabled, for example, and then is Trinity Desktop, the old KDE desktop, and I had something. What did I? So let's check Google Chrome. This is Google Chrome, for example. Just for an example, enable Google Chrome. You know, there is something with license. You have to enable something in etc extrepo config, and then you see contrib non-free. Okay, you have to enable I think you need to enable the non-free. Google Chrome, some error. So, but normally I don't use Google Chrome so it's okay, that's not working. let's ls or let's cat out etc apt sources.list.d, and now you see xrepo brave release, xrepo Debian backports, xrepo librewolf. The librewolf is this. Then the backports, the Brave browser is here, the sources list now available, and then the xrepo Debian, xrepo Debian backports. This is the backport, Trixie backports, but we don't need this in this moment. So we can disable Debian backports, and now let's check again. It's already there, I think. So if you don't want this, you delete this out of the directory. Update. Now we see Brave browser is here and Trixie backports is here as well. So, but I would say we can we can insert here enabled, I think enabled no, and then it's disabled as well. And now you see there's no listing about the backports anymore. Or you delete the file out of the sources.list.d directory, but don't delete the main sources list. So now we can install Brave browser, for example. Brave browser, Brave keyring, downloading, and now you get also the Brave browser on Devuan. And you know, I want to show you Dev. Dev is a easy program for showing the disk usage, really nice. And there is much more. But this is it for the moment. Internet. And now we see we have also the Brave browser available. Yes, create launcher, and now you can move this here as well. And then we have the Brave browser. Brave browser is questioning for a key. You can disable this. There is an option to how to start Brave browser without the key question if you want so. For example, Brave browser -- help. Okay. Manual page. Here is the option password store basic. And mkdir.local share applications, everything is here. Copy user share applications, Brave browser, and then Brave browser. You copy it in your home directory under local share applications, Brave browser, and then you search for exec. And here you insert just the password store basic, and then here as well, and here as well. And then you created your personal Brave browser starter. and so this is the old one. We have to properties, command, Brave browser. Okay, now you have a second one. This is not what I wanted. Okay, it's a bit long. Remove. But I think now in the menu, no. Again, not this. So we should go into .local share applications, and then you have to execute. It's not working. I don't know why. You know, I did a failure, I think so. Again, here this is a failure, the arrow, and now it should be working. Now you see no question about the password, and then that's it. And then we have here the Brave browser as well. So okay, this was a bit longer here today, but this is Devuan installation and enable external repository, and this is working fine. I like Devuan. It's amazing. You can use the external repository also in Debian, and I would say have fun with Devuan. I want to show also apt install aptitude. Just to show you, aptitude was my program for most of the years to search programs, manage packages, Brave keyring, Brave browser, get the information, ctlf, jump one page down, looking for all versions, ctlb, jump up, q to quit the overview, q to quit again, g to execute the changes, u to update the packages, and search for a package, ncdo, for example, plus to install a package, G to get a preview, again G to execute the installing, and then you can do Q to quit directly, and then ncdo, for example, you get a disk usage overview for the folders. So just showing you, aptitude is amazing. This is a menu with ctlt. You can clean the package cache and manage all the programs. Preferences is helpful. There's also a flat package list where you have all packages listed, and with Shift D, capital D, you blend out the package detail informations, and you can page down easily through all the packages. And with V you can look for the versions, and yeah, just a short quick stuff about aptitude. yeah, this feeling is really the good old days feeling, how I was using Debian most of the years, and have fun with Devuan.